Work hard and live each day to the fullest. That is what life in Mondstadt is all about. Oh, isn't it?
We grew up together after all. Dandelions? Of course they're flowers.
Fresh fruit only.
We should keep moving, but watch your step in the snow. Don't we have a job to do? I must leave no stone unturned.
Come a little closer.
You're open.
Shiver!
You're open.
You can't run! There are a few interesting trinkets here. Someone needs assistance. Time to clean up. Leave it all to me. Lights out. Judgment. You can't.
Come a little closer.
Steady as stone.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Judgment.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little.
Judgment! I must leave no stone unturned. Steady as stone.
You're in for a little.
You can't run! As a dutiful maid would. Judgment! You can't run! Yeah. Leave it all to me. What a nuisance. You can't run!
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Oh, my.
You can't run! I see how it is. I missed a spot. Judgment!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Thank you for complete. Ad Astra. Ad Astra Abyss.
Here to set.
Long sword in hand and the world.
This will slow things down.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have... This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good, but even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look. Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to it's quiet. Too quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go...
You've already fulfilled your task as guides.
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location. Don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be waste? Stopping the more immense, hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbinger, she will get that which she desires. I'm not asked. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. Either way, we now come to the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say... When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't... Besides, you could never defeat me. Not even... Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. Come a little closer.
Not bad, not bad.
You can't run!
Cowering already? Poor time.
You can't run!
Passable effort. Passable effort. A fine opportunity.
Judgment!
You're in for a little shock.
I have some for you too.
So quick to
Come a
flee.
little closer. Looks like I got carried away.
Try this. Not bad, not bad. Guess I should take you more serious. Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. No use hiding back there. I'll crush you.
Judgment! Lights out. What a nuisance!
All you do is run.
Steady as stone.
No use hiding back there.
Come a little closer.
As a good knight it should.
You've got some
Windblade.
skills. This!
You can't
All
run!
you do is run.
Judgment!
You've got some skills. My turn. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing this to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now! Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you!
Work hard and live each day to the fullest. That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it? Don't we have a job to do? Work hard and live each day to the fullest. That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it? Everything is negotiable, except overtime. Work hard and live each day to the fullest. That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
You can't run! Punishment! Judgment!
I must leave no stone unturned.
You're in for a little shock. little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Die here.
Judgment!
Steady as stone.
Blade! You can't run!
Come a little closer.
I must leave no stone unturned. I'll catch up. Someone needs...
Shiver! You can't run!
Come a little closer. My.
Die.
You're in for a little shock.
What a nuisance.
You can't run!
You're a cut above.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce. As such, we must now look to our
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be... The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their...
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone.
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath... If such an ancient god would be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How could...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of... Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, Along with that, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you as well. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Nira, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone! That guy is fast! What's going on? If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the... Did we make it in time?
What are you doing?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing...
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how... just seeing this overlook...
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention with... Which is why we must stop that monster before...
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years... So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gather...
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not.
What? But all of you were supposed to be the guard...
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chi Sing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it... And as fate would have it, one who did craft the For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms?
I suppose this is one. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me! Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
isn't time for a break yet. This should be fun. No slacking off.
Come a little closer.
Judgment!
It isn't time for a break yet.
We've only just begun.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one. Lights out.
Judgment!
You're in for a little...
The ancient gods attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't let...
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from their body, it's like the tiny giant cars. Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave. This grid is really strong. You can't run.
You just said.
You can't run.
Finished.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Judgment. Yeah. The citizens shine no longer. Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Shiver! Look at me.
This isn't good.
You're not going anywhere. Cooked food. Just this should be fun.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed been. The effects of the sigil of permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the overlord of the Vort.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but it is a testament to Ningguang's entire life. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Are you questioning our means of
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under, but I dared not speak. I could only
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scar.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock to be
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesy.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the... Although I am a mere mortal soldier.
Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to...
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You see, this is what Liyue is like. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer, although their blood is weak. There is the time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place.
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contract, fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got... Child wanted to unleash the god, so he could but we were able to handle the overlord of the... Oh, and speaking of that, don't we Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're... Organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshem Funeral Parlor.
That felt, pretty good. Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid
We've come to see Zhongli.
unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the... Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure...
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communicate.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos? Oh, it seems that some of your friends...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost... So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time. See?
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue.
I knew that we should never have trusted a
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well... The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you... No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing?
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his... I stood motionless among the crowds, asking...
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together. That's right. Which is why I can...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine power?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably... Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Li. All of these things turned out as I had planned. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power. Ha! On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey! Haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappoyarni Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could...
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If my agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Well, since we're going through it... So Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the street... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank.
Fatui?
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord...
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess?
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look.
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, gods and adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis, having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people, nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how... Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up? Look, could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed? Exactly, right? Ooh. Look, it's Ningguang and Kuqing. Are they saying something? Are there speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end.
3,700 years of...
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous, but blinded by our prosperity.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must... Will you stand with us as we re-establish...
So concludes the word. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you... Name your price.
Whoa.
Could you help me put up some missing person posters? Why, if you were looking for someone, you could...
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations...
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite?
Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their remote, and here you are looking up.
Why would I not feel more at ease after Right. If the two of you can spare the time.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some...
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen... When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as...
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were... But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to...
Well, we were only spending for... In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. Traveling, that is true. But there is no journey that does not end.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea. Yes, the nation, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue prefer to call me Rex Lapis, She too goes by another name.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very... Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment, this is what visions are. Magical foci.
Uh-huh. That's how...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began...
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders. And
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions...
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because...
Whoa. That's hard.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now... Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage, 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? That was a good one. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret. I hinted as much to the adept. How did I accomplish that, you ask? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot...
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a... All right then. Was there anything else you wished to... The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even... Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a... Could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing... All right then. Was there anything else you...
That's right. Zhongli, now that you... Since Morax is dead... Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the...
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to see...
This is terrible. We're all about to run out of...
Yes, this is indeed a major issue. Well...
Then, did you at least set some private fund...
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed...
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that can't describe. When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly? Is that so? Another person to count on is always good after all.
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be... Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a...
Blonde. Dress is all funny. It feels like Paimon... Wait, do you mean... Does that stranger's face look anything like her?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This...
Seriously? How does this...
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want... And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey. Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorer. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now. Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lord. He stands guard at the city gate. I wish you every...
Don't we have a job to do? Everything is negotiable, except overtime.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter? A stranger with an eye patch. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think as long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean...
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation... Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy. You should go ask him. Maybe he...
What? You need something? Here. I remember him. He showed up a few days. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to...
The Angels here? Anyway, let's go to the Angels...
If you're injured, I can't go anymore.
Be safe. May the animal Archon protect you.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde straight...
That I have. He comes here every night. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes.
And what's Master Deluxe?
Why, I just gave it to you.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's Diluc for...
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So there's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait... Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go down...
Go on, drink some more. What would you like? Dandelion one?
I need to learn to handle my booze better.
Another.
Even if you are a close friend.
Wow! He's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling? Well, that's as good a reason as...
So... guess we've broken the ice.
That little one beside you.
We're the best...
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me? Sure.
He was so cold just a moment before.
But I will require advance payment. 500 mora. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the question. That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and... The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only... Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that... Animo Archon who calls himself Ven... I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your answer then? It seems that you're different from him. I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling. Ugh. Those creatures that I have come to Mondstadt this time.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss Mages.
Oh, that's right! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order.
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something. Uh-huh.
That manner. It's just like his. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the... Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss... This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately... Oh, it... The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Myra wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
You're in for a little shock.
Stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would. Prepare to be blown away! Steady as stone. Punishment.
Let's spark things up a little. Come a little closer.
Judgment! You can't run!
Looks like overtime today.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is that is why even the Dragon of the East and the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dick.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat. Judging by the traces I'm following, perhaps we may find our...
I suppose it wasn't too much trouble.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Lord of Wolvendom, great Wolf King of the North. Sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion... All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald is...
Well, where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind.
Another one of those bonfire spells! Looks like the Abyss really has been around here. Yikes! Where do these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick! Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
You can't run!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Whew, that's it. Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the abyss.
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts, but they were left behind by abyss mages. It seems that even an abyss hair we should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about the...
But now we're out of leads.
No. There is... Let's get a move on then. I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. But I suppose that this place is more... In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of old Mondstadt...
Huh? But Paimon remembers that...
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once... If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will... Let's go see what the situation is.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Punish me!
So you know your stuff, huh? I see how it is.
in for a little shock.
Leave it all to me. As a good knight should.
Don't be such a brute.
I must leave no stone unturned.
You can't run!
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Come a little closer.
Judgment!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Lights out. You can't run!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
touch me! Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly.
No, you're right. If it's...
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience.
You know, Dean, you keep talking about that person. Where are they now, anyway?
He... no longer trapped. I'm afraid that
Oh, is that how it is?
I still have some things left unfinished.
Yep, and it's good to have a... Hey, once you find your sibling, we should... Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay. While you're still traveling, you should...
What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well. Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's...
Whoa, Dean moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up. All in a day's work.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here. My traveling companion brought me here on our...
So, Dean, what about you?
Me? I merely followed my traveling companion around on... Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for...
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent. As for why, is it perhaps...
You're saying some real confusing stuff.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. At least you now know that he is... At this time, the most important thing is the Yes, and this is... May you find your kin at the end of that journey.
Huh? You're...
Only for now. Don't worry. After all, I did take 500...
Oh, yes! Yes! They have the 7 dragons, gods. Still, this time is different. Who do they... Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lon? Do you have a...
Hello. We were just discussing the treasure.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the Abyss.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt...
2 big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber and Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis of the South?
You are correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her Big Sis of the god.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss Order has been secretly guarding in the shadows. Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside. They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's force.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief? That's quite an impressive-sounding type.
Oh, indeed. He is an The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Tevat Travel Guide. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor...
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already have... But anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is some... So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave this...
Oh! Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then...
This money.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Right on. Swing blade! Swing blade!
Leave it all to me.
Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone. As a dutiful maid woman. Punish me! Yeah! I must leave no stone unturned.
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a little. Come a little closer.
Judgment! Lights out.
Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.